Hey guys, so I just finished watching Batman v Superman. I already did my review. If you want to check out my spoiler-free review, it'll be here on the channel. You can check it out. Um, uh, but this video is gonna be my review. So if you don't want any spoilers, just kind of leave this video. Now, there's a lot of things that, again, like I said in my other video, I saw some ratings online, about the movie, and, they were, like, giving, like, a 6 out of 10 or something. I don't agree with that. I think this movie was awesome. It was epic. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. It was perfect. I mean, and there was a few points that I do to, like, they did fit in a lot of stuff into this movie. They shoehorned a lot of stuff. This was such a big episode, such a big movie. Very, gonna just start, everything just kind of explode from this movie. So I think it's very a heavy setup movie. And I think if they would have tried to set up, I liked what they did, in this movie. They did, in terms of setting up stuff, like they set up all kinds of characters and stuff. You had Flash doing some sort of time travel stuff, whereas, if you don't know Flash, you don't know what his powers are, you don't know what it is, you have no idea what it is. Like, my mom came to watch it with us, and she had no idea. She's so confused about that. I knew right away when I saw him, oh my god, he's running, because we've been watching the Flash show and stuff, and he's running through time, he's time traveling, warning Bruce from the future and stuff. Oh my god, that was awesome. So as a comic fan, that was amazing. But to someone else, to someone who doesn't know that, all it does is just intrigue them and go, what was that? And it's just like, we gotta wait to see for Justice League, or we'll see later on what that's going to be. So I think I like that. They didn't have to, the comic book fans will know it, and they'll be posting all over. That'll be all over the internet to find out, explaining about that. So they didn't need to explain that, because us, the fans, the diehard fans, will explain it to people online, and if they want to, they'll go online to figure it out. So I think I like that part. And then with the cyborgs and Aquaman, they just showed us glimpses of them. They were pretty awesome. It was not too much there. And then with Doomsday in here, I like the way they did with Doomsday. I guess my brother kind of he would have preferred to actually have the actual little bit more comic book accurate Doomsday. But I think if they did that, they wouldn't have time to. They would have had to have set up Doomsday, set up Lex Luthor separately. By putting them both together with Zod, it makes it so much better, and more for the time that they had. If they had done it separately, I think it would have been one more thing to try and shove in there, and it would not have worked. I think they shoved as much as they could, and if they would have shoved one more thing in this just to try and set up something else, for its own movie or for its own other stuff, I think it would have been too much, because there was so much in here. And I think it was just perfect. It was just perfect for that. Now, some of the criticism, even with people with the trailers and stuff, was Batman having a gun. But, after reading a few issues here, original Batman stuff, even in Detective Comics number 27, first appearance of Batman, someone pulls a gun on Batman, Batman punches him, and he falls off the edge of a boat or to his death and stuff. And, he's like fitting end for his kind. So that's Batman, he does stuff like that. And seeing him use a gun actually calls back to a few parts in here where Batman did use a gun. Let me see if I can find it. Well, he does use the gun in there. So it's just that, I think it was cool seeing him using a gun, and I think it was cool seeing him beat up people and throw stuff in. I mean, watching he doesn't just throw a batarang and knocks the guy's the gun out. The batarangs stick into him. They're not boomerangs. They're shurikens. They're throwing stars. They're throwing knives. That's what they are. They stick into things. That was pretty cool seeing him, and the Batman's fight scenes were kind of cool. I compare everything to like Daredevil fight scenes and stuff from the Daredevil show. It doesn't withstand on that level. I think a little bit more. It doesn't compare to me, but it's still fun to see. And then the Doomsday fight scenes with everyone, it's just amazing, with Wonder Woman and Superman and stuff, and Superman, the death of Superman. That was awesome. I kind of seen how that they had to do that with that episode, because we've only had the two movies with Superman, and so I kind of figured that they had to do this because, and with what so much destruction happened in the first one. I loved how Superman actually tried to bring Doomsday up into outer space and then got shot by the rocket, and then he's just out there kind of all weak and stuff, which definitely, yes, if you haven't read the comics or stuff or watched the animated stuff, that happens to Superman in there. Although in the original story, I think he does touch the flowers and stuff, and he starts sucking at all the sun rays and the vitamin D, or I guess from the sun. Solar energy from the plants and stuff, which I think that would have been too complicated to do that. And here, just the sun, have them do it, which worked perfectly in the movie. But he tried to bring it out to space, and if they hadn't have shot the rocket, he would have just thrown him out into outer space. Maybe they would have fighted forever in outer space, or Superman would have just thrown him into the sun. But the fight scene with Wonder Woman and Batman and Superman and Doomsday, they were all super amazing. And like I said, I knew that I had a feeling that he was going to be killed off, because they had to make the public believe in Superman, and so that he could be the iconic image and the respected image that he is Superman. Everyone, wanting Superman to save him, but they didn't trust him after the first thing, because he brought all those aliens in the first in Man of Steel there, and they don't have, if they had a trilogy of Superman movies before all this, then he could just go, oh, well, they saved the world from this, they saved the world from that. By giving his life to this, it shows how dedicated he is and how, he's on their side and stuff. So I kind of like that idea, how they had to do that. And I could see how they do that with the time rate, so that they could be trusted to put all their faith on Superman in like Justice League and upcoming movies and things like that. So that'll be fun to see how that kind of goes with that. So overall, I really like this movie. I like the whole elements and stuff. There's a few things here and there that I would have changed and stuff. Like I would have casted Adam West as Alfred instead of this guy who they have there. Although he didn't do a bad job at all. For me, as a diehard comic fan, I'd like to see Adam West get some roles and stuff in the movies, and like to see that nod, just like they do in the TV shows and stuff with John Ship and Helen Slater and Dean Cain. But other than that, this was pretty much a great episode, and a great movie. I definitely can't wait to see Suicide Squad. And with seeing that Robin, the Robin suit in Batman v Superman, I hope we get to see it if it is Jason Todd, which 99% sure. I think the consensus online is that it's Jason Todd and not, because Dick Grayson would be Nightwing somewhere out there. And who knows if Jason Todd's already back as Red Hood, or if he's, in between the times, or, if he's currently dead, or whatever. But it'd be cool to see the crowbar. If for some reason, Joker pulls out a weapon and it's the crowbar that he beat Jason Todd to death with, that would be awesome, especially with, Batman in Suicide Squad. So definitely can't wait to see what that's going to be like, but it's definitely going to be fun to see what's going to be coming up. So let me know what you think, guys, if you watch the movie, in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.